So I'm going to take a 1-inch brush, and I've already taped the edges of this canvas, and I'm going to go in with white and paint over the entire thing. After smoothing out the texture, I'm going to go in with white with the same brush and go in the opposite direction. Now we're going to let this dry. Now that it's dry, we're going to go ahead with an angled brush. And we're going to go ahead and cover this with a layer of black. Once again, we're going to gently go over this to try and even out the texture. And we're going to do this in the other direction as well. And for the last time, we're going to go in the up and down. Then we're going to go ahead and let this dry as well. Smaller brush, and I'm going to go ahead and smooth out some of these edges. I'm going to mix a little bit of black with the white to help blend this out better. Alright, so now we're going to let this completely dry before moving on with our candle. Now that our canvas is dry, we're going to go ahead and get started on painting the candle. So to do this, I'm going to use an angled brush. I'm also going to use this angled bullet brush. Using a palette knife, I'm going to take some of my phthalo gold, burnt umber, and lime yellow and mix them together. Now that I have my color, I'm going to collect it all on the palette knife like this. Gently push and push sideways to push all the paint off. Then I'm going to grab my bullet brush. And then we're going to get started. So to form the candle, I'm going to go ahead and paint the shape that I would like my candle to be. I want my candle to be lit, so I'm going to go ahead and add indentions where the drips will be. We're painting on a black background, so you're going to want to make sure that you have a lot of paint on your canvas. Down here, I'm going to add a mountain of wax, as if the candle has been burning for a while. Now that I have the silhouette of my candle completed, I'm going to go ahead and switch to my angled brush. I'm going to take the same paint. This time I'm going to grab a bit more than I usually would on my brush, and I'm going to go ahead and completely block in this color until you can no longer see the black. So with my angled brush, I'm going into the side, and I'm using the brush at an angle to help clean up the edges. Alright, so now that we're finished with this, we're going to take our brush, get a little bit of burnt umber, and mix it with this color. Then we're going to go ahead and get most of the paint off of our brush. And we're going to go in right here, and we're going to paint the top of the candle. Now that the top of the candle has been painted, I'm going to take the color that's on my brush and add a bit of our original candle color to it. And I'm going to go ahead and fill in the edge right here. that this is completed, I'm gonna go ahead and let this dry. Alright, now that it's dry, we're gonna go ahead and keep working on blocking in the candle. Now that this color is off of our brush, we're gonna go in with white. And we're going to add slightly of our original candle color to it. And this is the color we're going to go in around that top piece with. Then we're going to take our original color and blend upwards. Then we're going to take this brown dark color, add some down here, and continue to blend upwards with that as well. We're also going to cut this drop right here. And we're going to also take this color and apply it to the edges up here. We're also going to take this color and add a bit more burnt umber and apply it to the edges and the base of the candle. Mix it with our original candle color and blend it in. So I'm going to want to make sure that up here it's plenty bright, as this is right where the flame is going to be. I'm also going to take my brush and completely clean it off. I'm going to trade this brush for a much smaller brush, and I'm going to use pure white for this. And I'm going to come around the edges on the back side and place white. I'm going to add this white to the front up here as well. I'm going to mix this pure white with the original candle color to create a much lighter version of such. And I'm going to go over it. I'm going to use a different angled brush, and I'm going to get pure black. I'm going to place it on my brush and then spread it out as if I was using a palette knife to get even coverage on both sides, but to get a very small amount of paint on my brush. Then I'm going to very carefully come into the middle where I want the wick of the candle to be, and I'm going to do a single stroke upwards like this. Keep carrying it upwards. This is a rather large candle, so the wick is going to be a bit thicker. I'm going to go up like this. Then I'm going to go ahead and get that black again and go over it one more time to help clean it up. There we go. Now I'm going to clean this off, and we're going to go ahead and get started on the fire. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get ready to paint the flame on our candle. And to do this, we're going to pour some more paint. We're going to pour some scarlet red. We're also going to get a smaller, flatter brush as well. And we're going to dip this in the scarlet red. And I'm going to slightly mix this with some burnt umber. This is where it becomes really important that the black background on your painting is dry right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and check real quick. Yes? Alright. So you're going to scuff the paper in ovular motions to create this color. And this time we're going to want to go above the black background. This is going to create the illusion of warmth within our painting. Then we're going to go ahead and clean our brush off and get a new color. We're going to take this small round brush and we're going to mix our burnt umber with our lemon yellow using a palette knife. I'm going to go ahead and add a lot of white to this color. And I'm going to add some more yellow. Alright, now I'm going to collect all of the paint like we did before, and I'm going to put it on our palette. Now we're going to take our round brush and we're going to dip it in this yellow orchard paint. And we're going to paint a straight line down through the flame. Then, without so much as cleaning my brush, I'm going to grab some white. And I'm going to apply it in the middle and work my way up and down at the same time. Now, before we paint the final layer of white, I'm going to go ahead and let this dry. Now that our painting is dry, we're going to go ahead and fill in the whiteness of the flame. So to do this, I'm going to take a different rounded brush and I'm going to grab some white paint. Then I'm going to go in and fill in the middle. I want this to come together at a point at the top that is applied off the page. Alright, now what we're going to do is take the same brush as before and blend out the edges of the white a bit. And there you have it. How to paint a candle.